Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
How are you?
Oh, fabulous.
So good.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little giddy, a little nervous, I'm
Childlike right now.
Yeah, this one's
Yay.
Very excited
so
to talk with you.
I have my vodka soda cranberry as well.
There we go.
There you go.
Wait, ours looks a little pinker than yours.
Well, I like to do vodka soda, just splash of cran. So I think you have full cran in there.
See?
Half and half. I did half cran, half soda. Just to give it a little more. But there you go. Cheers and welcome.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Before we get going, do you have a time limit? We usually go about an hour. So I don't want to.
That's what I was planning on.
Okay. We don't want to keep you longer than you.
That's perfect.
Or till midnight, whatever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Either
My
way.
big plan tonight is watching The Bachelor, so it's okay.
So we can't. Yeah, like you definitely have a heart out there. Like
that's right. That's right.
When The Bachelor starts, she's gonna be like, "See ya."
She won't even say "see ya." She'll just click. or we'll just watch you watch The Bachelor. That's another option, I guess.
You can do that. Oh, have you guys been watching The Bachelor?
I haven't watched The Bachelor in many seasons. I don't have a woman in my life anymore who forces me to. So okay. I'm a little but I always loved Bachelor in Paradise because it's such a shit show, and it's just a bunch of hot people with barely any clothes on. So you can't.
Bachelor in Paradise is better than Bachelor. It is the one to watch.
Nobody forced him to watch it. He watched it on his own. Don't let him bullshit you with that. He watched it on his own.
Well, maybe. But anyway, let's introduce our guest before we get too deep into this. Stand-up comedian extraordinaire Chase O'Donnell. Oh, I like your thought.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Also,
thank you.
Part of the YMH family. The feature for Christina P. You just got done in New York City at Gramercy Theater this weekend. How did that go?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it was exhilarating is the word I'm going to use.
Yeah.
It was so fun because it was the taping of her special. So just like the energy in the room they were so excited to be there that it was such a fun show to kind of end that tour on.
That's awesome. Had you ever played the Gramercy before?
No.
I'm
not. It was a momentous weekend.
That's so
It was
cool.
like it was really, really cool.
Excited for the special to come out. That's for sure.
Right?
Oh, it's going to be so good. I am so excited for her.
You definitely have a fun way of coming on the stage. I saw the little video clip where she introduced you, and your dance moves out on the stage definitely get people moving right away. Huh?
You got to go on with a dance.
Do you do a dance when you every aspect of your life, like when you enter a room of just a store? Because you should.
If I hear music playing, there's usually a shoulder going on. But it's only after a few of these that I can really just dance anywhere. Yeah.
And you have quite the dance background, correct?
Oh.
Heavy dance background. I started dancing when I was 2. My mom was the dance teacher at one of the dance teachers at the studio I went to. So I lived at our dance studio till I was 17, and then dance minor in college, and have always I have a lot of training in dance.
Okay.
Did you ever aspirations to be in dance, in theater or ballet or anything?
I think when I was 13, I was going to a lot of ballet camps, and a part of me was like, that would be fun to be in a ballet company, but it quickly switched to musical theater.
Musical theater.
Yeah.
Love the musical
You
theater.
boys into musical theater? The
I
Bachelor musical theater.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I love Wicked, one of my favorites.
Hmm.
I've seen Les Mis. Trying to think what else
Those are two of the greats.
Yeah, I feel like I just saw something, but now I can't think
I
what it
used to
was.
go a lot more when I was younger, and loved it.
Loved it.
Little Shop of Horror.
Oh
Yeah.
Say that many times, but I like the theater, so not just musical, but I like them both.
You've
Grease.
seen Little Shop many times. That's your go-to. Okay.
I have. It's weird. I've seen it in a couple different cities.
You follow
Tommy.
the production around.
Heck yeah. See that plant eat people? You can't get any better than that.
Little Shop groupie.
We have a groupie over here.
Yes. And the dance videos have gone now into Christina forcing you to replicate dance videos on TikTok. And,
yeah, not only will she tag me on Instagram, she'll then text me and make sure that I'm doing it. So I get follow-ups from her. So she's very adamant.
So everybody watching, explain that a little bit. TikTok's big, but it's not just you doing dance videos. It's what?
Well, because if you follow Christina P, she's infamous for like curating really weird TikTok videos. And then it was before a show, we were together in Arizona, and she posted this really big guy dancing in a Speedo on the beach. And I thought it would be funny to like copy it. And so once I did that, she was like, okay, well, this is never stopping. And she would send me videos to make sure that I replicated them.
So this is your fault, is what you're saying. You started.
I started it.
and there's new TikTok dance videos every day, so it's going to be a while.
I should be also more on top of it. I don't do it all the time, so I can be better about the frequency of me getting out these dance videos. But
I especially like the latest one with the dog and how you even color coordinated your outfit to the colors of the dog.
Thank you.
That was fantastic.
We had said,
that one was a weird one.
Because we started a TikTok for us, but we haven't posted a thing or done anything. We said one time it was like, we should do all these popular dance ones and just try and do them ourselves because we'd be horrible at it. Well, that's dead now. You got that covered.
No,
but you're amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's good at them. We'd be better.
Yeah, well, you're amazing at
Why don't you make some and I duet you?
There we go. All right, we're tagging you on TikTok. We're gonna choreograph something.
I'll duet whatever you do.
Choreograph. Yes, I'll reach my little shop days and choreograph something.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you should do the dance to Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, there we go.
Love it.
All right.
Done.
Content. I love it. So how did your start in comedy come about?
So comedy has, sorry, I'm repositioning. Comedy has always been like a love of mine from even when I was a kid. Dancing with like dance competitions, I would always try to make the dance funny. So I've always loved comedy, but then when I went to school, like college for theater, our program was really, really big on creating your own work. Okay. So by senior year, we had created a one-person show. We had done all these things that like was teaching us how to just create our own stuff. So it was a really good tool to have. So when I graduated college, I already knew how to like write my own stuff, and stand-up was just a way to write and perform without having to audition and get cast in something. So I've always, since graduating, have always done stand-up.
You figure if you're doing stand-up, you kind of always have work, right? Because you can always go somewhere and do stand-up.
Yeah, stand-up is like the best way to always, you're in control of your career with stand-up. You can just like go to an open mic and meet people and get up, and you rely on yourself, not so much casting.
Was that your first show? Was an open mic?
Yeah. Oh, sure was.
Oh.
Well, not my first show, but my first stand-up show was an open mic. Yes.
Okay. And how would you say that night went?
I took 5 shots of that. And I think I did very well.
Obviously, you did great.
You know, people might be worried, oh, are you going to forget your set with 5 shots of vodka? I sure didn't.
No?
I nailed it. Yeah.
Delivered it effortlessly and flawlessly. And
Yeah.
Is that
But I was very nervous, hence the 5 shots.
Is that your routine to this day before going on stage?
No, I don't drink before going on stage now.
Okay.
Unless it's just like a fun, silly show, open mic sitch. But like when I'm on the road with Christina, I just drink after.
Yeah. So 5 shots. Now I heard you tell your first time drinking story.
Yes, that was another 5 and then immediate 5 after. But
perfect.
by time I did stand up, I was 23 at that point, so I was a champion drinker.
You knew to stop at 5.
Yeah, I knew how to stop.
And then you didn't have to do 10 of them, just bing, 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 bing.
Mm-hmm.
Champion drinker. I like that. All right.
I went to a party school in college, so I really.
Where was that?
UC Santa Barbara, which is a big party school. So I definitely, my tolerance was very high at that point. Now I'm back to like, I'm a normal drinker now.
Normal drinker. There you go.
Well, that's what's the word I'm looking for? Like we're in Wisconsin, so normal drinker is a little more than the rest of the country. We like to drink a little more than the rest of the country. So
is that right? I didn't know Wisconsin was known for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, you look at the Sports Illustrated brings it out or something, or someone brings out
party school thing.
Party schools in Wisconsin's got in the top 10, 4 or 5 of them every year. Yeah.
Oh, and here I am bragging about Santa Barbara. You guys, that's nothing. Okay.
I'm sure you're up there. I'm sure.
I think we might be up there, but yeah.
Fun.
Can't compete.
Was your one person show that you did in college the one did you ever take that on the road?
Yeah.
Same show, or did you write a new one?
I turned my 1-person show into a 2-person show, and I did that with one of my best friends in New York. It was called Two Blondes,
okay.
TOO Blondes.
Okay.
And took that off Broadway. So did that for a few years in New York.
Oh, awesome.
So I get the whole point of your point where I can't get work or not looking for work, so I'll just write my own. But that's got to be a lot of roadblocks and struggles just to sell your stuff to these theaters, or how the heck do you get that going?
I don't know. It was I was
I'm going to do it myself then.
I was really ambitious in my early 20s, and I was like writing all my goals, and I was like, okay, this is what I need.
You were drinking a lot, so yeah.
I was drinking a lot, and I needed a theater, and I knew I needed to write the show, and I had gotten together with my friend Savannah Brown, who I ended up doing the show with, and she was like, someone offered me a theater to do a show in, but I don't have a show. And I was like, well, I have a show, but I don't have a theater. And so then
that's a happy coincidence.
Wow, that's perfect.
I know. And so that's kind of how that happened. And then it went well, and we ended up like, you kind of just have to pitch yourself and like just like cold call theaters and keep it. It is a lot of work. It's harder than just auditioning.
So the 2 years of doing the show, was it at just that theater, or did you travel with it?
We traveled with it. We went to London. We went to Hawaii, Florida. We went a lot, and then LA. A ton was in New York, though.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, beautiful. All right.
Yeah, it's sounding like I'm a bit of a hustler now that I look back.
Right?
Well,
yeah.
Because I'm thinking I can have tons of stuff written, but everybody, who wants to see it, or somebody's got to give me a chance. So
yeah, or I would just
awesome.
say like in Wisconsin, I'm sure there's black box theaters and like spaces that you can just rent out too.
Yeah, we're gonna rent one of them out for our TikTok video. So
heck yeah,
we're gonna go balls to the
Perfect.
wall with this thing. Just rent out a full theater, orchestra. Just
we're gonna be doing shows. So anyway. So at what point do you say, let's take this thing on the road, or was it in the plans the whole time to take it on the road? Once she had a theater, from understanding, right? So you okay, we'll do our show here for how long? And then when do you decide to take it on the road?
When I say theater, it was a gallery, but there was a space to perform. And then from there we took it to a like actual theater. But the traveling, it kind of just presented itself. So I think when you're in the momentum and things are going, more opportunities come your way, and that's when that happened. So we weren't looking to travel, but the opportunities presented themselves.
Well, you must like travel.
Except actually there is a convention where you go and you pitch your show, and we did do that, and I think one of them was from that. It's called APAP.
Okay.
If you're interested in pitching a show, you go to APAP.
Definitely.
I'm gonna start writing
A musical?
tonight. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So did you write obviously the lyrics to all the songs
Mm-hmm.
and the music?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was
Very impressive.
it was like a comedy musical show. I play guitar, and it's a lot of just like that comedy guitar songs.
Okay. Is it the same as your one day musical?
No, that was an off-Broadway musical similar to like Les Miserables or Wicked. It was like an actual.
It's up there. Yeah.
I mean, not up there at all, but it's one of those. It's a musical.
Okay.
But, yeah, theater.
So are you doing any of those today?
No, I'm not. I'm really just focused on stand-up now.
So any plans to do any of those? Again, I like theater. I would like to go. I would see this.
Well, again, the thing with theater is that's you audition for that. So if an opportunity presents itself, I'll audition. Yes,
There could
I
be
wouldn't turn it down.
There could be a Two Blondes too.
Yes,
The sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It writes itself.
It does.
Two Blondes too.
Two Blondes too.
I actually love that.
Is it out there on YouTube? Did you record it? Is it visible for people to watch?
Not
Either
the
show?
whole thing, but there's definitely, if you search Two Blondes, there's lots of clips.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Which I did.
There are lots of clips when you search Two Blondes, for sure. Gotta be careful.
I didn't recognize
you gotta scroll through and find the right one.
Yeah, didn't really recognize you in any of them, but yeah, angles. I did. Yeah, you have the one day musical. There's bits of a bunch of songs together, so that I watched, but I didn't know if the whole thing was there.
One Day, the musical, that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that full one is on.
Okay.
YouTube. Just some clips as well.
Oh.
Darn
it. Was hoping for, but that's all right.
So
yeah, I didn't see that one live.
How did you get tied up in the YMH world? How did your relationship with Christina get started?
So I was doing stand up in LA. Okay. And if you've heard of Flappers, it's a comedy club.
Yeah.
And Christina used to do a lot of that. And Flappers books comedians on shows all the time without even they'll just put you on a show. So that's how I met Christina, through that. And then slowly I started opening for her in 2019. And then so it just organically grew, and I'm now like her little sister. She takes care of me.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
You guys have a great rapport together.
Oh my gosh. I literally, I spend so much time with her now, and we were on the road all of 2021 together. And she's like my best friend. We're so close. And she's older. So she's also like a mom figure to me and takes care of me and has my back. And I'm like boot camp with her on the road. Learning so much.
Gotta be nice to have somebody like that to go to with any questions, any concerns,
I'm so grateful. It's like a dream come true that I'm with her. So.
At this point, you're essentially hooked up with the king and queen of the comedy world. So
that's true.
I tell you, it is so cool.
Yeah.
Two of the funniest people on the planet, that's for sure. And she seems very protective too. That she would be protective of you if anybody
She
Trying to
is.
take advantage of you.
Oh, yes. Very protective, but then also fun. Like we'll be on the road and she wants to go to bed, but she'll like introduce me to a group of guys at the bar and be like, "This is Chase. She's a comedian. She's so funny. Talk to her. I gotta go. Bye." So she's also my wing woman.
That's fantastic.
Perfect.
That's a good introduction.
And then she'll text me and be like, "Was that okay? Are you good?" Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's all worked out.
So right now the tour, you got more dates coming up?
Yeah, so she just filmed her Netflix special that's going to come out in the next few months. So we're taking a month off, and she's invited me to continue going on the road with her for this next round of shows. So yeah, we start back up in February.
I was looking earlier. I did not see any Wisconsin on there. So
I haven't seen Wisconsin on there either.
What
Now
the
we
heck?
gotta change this.
Yes.
Gotta get to Wisconsin.
I mean,
Milwaukee, Madison.
well, Comedy on State seems to be one of every comedian's seems to be very popular amongst comedians. So
Well, I'm sure the dates are very minimal right now. She hasn't
right,
booked
yeah.
a ton. And once her special comes out, I have a feeling she's going to be getting like booked all over. So
will you be out? Will you be out on your own in the interim?
Yeah, when I'm not on the road with her, I always do like little shows. I mean, around LA or San Diego, lots in California, and I'm slowly starting to do my own shows, just me.
Yeah.
So yes, I think so.
Perfect.
Well, there's a great comedy place right in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Oh, well, I'll reach out.
Skyline.
As you know, I'm good at reaching out to theaters. So
It's Skyline Comedy Club.
I've heard of Skyline.
Right here in Appleton. That's right where we are.
Yeah, just a few weekends ago, we saw Sean Patton was in town a few weekends ago. So.
I'm sure you get like people coming through all the time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's a fairly decent sized club. So, and a friend of ours used to be the owner. He's since sold it, but so
wow.
Yeah,
Super fun.
Well, I'll send them an email.
So I gotta know, and I mean this with all genuine, heartfelt sincerity. You seem very sweet and meek, and I'm just wondering, like, I see you on Your Mom's House, or not Your Mom's House, Where Your Mom's At, or Dr. Drew, and
Great episode.
They're great, they're fantastic. But those first couple episodes, you seem like uncomfortable and like it's. How did those experiences go? Like, you feel it looks like you're more into it now, and
Oh yeah, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
I think now that I know Christina so much better too.
Well, I mean, part of the point of them, they like to shock people, right? I mean, that's part of the fun. So
yeah, I didn't know what to expect. But yes, I'm not like, I'm kind of opposite from the usual Where My Mom's At guests. So
yeah.
fun.
They are fun episodes. Yeah.
What was the biggest shocker when you were on the show for the first time? After going on the road with her, but now you're in the studio with her and her element.
When she would show me naked photos of boys.
of Dylan?
So
yes, of my love of my life. Yeah.
That was on Dr. Drew, I believe.
I guess not boys. Let's not say boys.
Yeah, right.
Let's say men.
Yes.
So I was curious, since Dr. Drew, have you like Googled other Disney stars for their leaked nude photos?
No, the leaked nude photo was with Christina. On Dr. Drew, he showed me coming up in May.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He showed me the man masturbating, which was just shocking as well. Oh,
Well, you brought it up. Darn, I've been waiting to say that, but that's all right.
I share your love of Dylan and Cole, but I go back to, I loved them in the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
No,
that's like where I was like,
yeah.
And then they made the show, The Sweet Life, and I've never gotten into the show, but I loved him in. I say him, but it's them. Love them in Big Daddy so much.
Did you like Cole in Friends as Ross's son?
Oh, that's right.
he was, yeah.
That's right. Was it just Cole?
It was just Cole. Dylan didn't get cast in that one, but
Oh, the history here.
Yeah.
Well, I had the pleasure of watching The Sweet Life of Zach.
Zach and Cody.
It was
Yeah.
Zach and Cody.
Mhm.
With my daughters. They would like they watched the Disney Channel. So they
So
had
So
it
you know
on.
the show.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's some of the best writing, I think, on TV, to be honest. I think it's exquisitely written.
For sure, one of the best Disney shows.
I don't know if that's a bit or if you're being sincere.
No, I'm being sincere.
Okay, all right.
Well, then they went on a
quote
cruise
that
ship,
show.
right?
I didn't like that one.
Oh, okay.
That's Sweet Life on Deck. Honestly, at that point, I had outgrown the show. I should have outgrown Sweet Life when it was on the air, but I hadn't. They were like, I don't know. It wasn't the same when they went on the boat. It was just Sweet Life of Zach and Cody for me.
Well, I'll be honest. I had a little crush on Brenda Song.
Did you?
I did. And still do. Not gonna lie, still do.
Oh my God, she's the best.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So my friend was on Sweet Life on Deck. So she became friends with Dylan and Cole. And she knew how much I loved them. And when they were graduating and going to NYU, they had a going away party. And I got invited to their going away party.
How was that?
Let me tell you,
were you as nervous for that as I was tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I was like, play it cool. Hopefully, like, don't bring up that you went to their taping, like, pretend like it was a friend. And I ended up in the jacuzzi with Zach and Cody.
Oh boy. I
had one arm around one, my other arm around the other, thinking I'm so cool, being like, oh yeah, like, AC Stell, that's where they went to middle school. I was like, yeah, I know. I like knew all these facts and I'm like playing it cool. And then I got out of the jacuzzi and I was like changing and I looked at myself in the mirror. And that whole time I was talking to them, my eye was swollen. I don't know what from, but my eye was the size of a potato. So I was acting so cool.
Smooth.
But the whole time I had this huge swollen eye that I had no idea about.
Oh no.
And I told my friend, I was like, oh my God, my eye's swollen. And she's like, yeah, I think we all saw that. Yeah, it's swollen.
Well, what gentleman not to say anything? They played it cool. Especially the one on the swollen eye. He kept going.
They did not mention a thing. And I've never been more confident in my life. And then I had a swollen eye the whole time. And I like put my wet strands of hair over my eye and like pretended it was just classic. Of course, that's what happened when I met them.
Something had to go, but
and
still you got to meet them. That's cool.
Have you had a chance to reacquaint with them since? Or was this your one meeting?
No, I've met them 3 times.
Oh, okay.
That was the final meeting. I met them at the mall once because I heard they were going to be there and I went.
Stalked them a little bit.
I met them at the taping of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and then I met them at their going away party.
Yeah, can you please tell the story of going to the taping, because I've heard you tell this story and the age difference between you and most of the people that were at this taping.
I haven't heard this one.
Well, I went for my 15th birthday. So I was much older, and they had a crowd warmer. Is this the story you heard?
Yes.
They had a crowd warmer like come out and get the audience warm, and he was like, "Everybody in kindergarten, stand up. Everybody in first grade, stand up." And he goes all the way through, and eventually he was like, "High school?" And I had to stand up. And it was very embarrassing.
But you got to meet him that day, so it works.
And everyone looked at you. The only one that stood up. That's perfect.
I was proud. I had to be proud. There was a question and answer with them at the end, and the question I asked Dylan. I said, "Do you like roller coasters?" As if I was really cool. And I thought that was a good question to ask.
Do you like roller coasters?
I do.
Okay.
Do. I don't remember his answer. I blacked out from just of talking to him, but I'm sure he liked them.
Now, let me quick ask you the process of, I get one chance to ask one question. Did you go through, what am I going to ask them? and had like 10 and then whittle it down to the best one? Or did you just
I
for the
remember
moment?
being nervous. You know The Moth, it's like a storytelling podcast.
No,
I
I only know of one podcast. It's Cocktails with Dimples in the Beard. But
yeah, of course. But there's this like storytelling live show that I've been writing my story of this.
oh, okay.
And while reliving it, I've been writing, and I wrote down the questions that I like think I could have thought, which was like, I couldn't be weird and be like, where do you live? Like, I already knew that. And so like, because I did, I knew where they lived, but I couldn't ask like creepy questions. So I think that's what I landed on.
I already knew what side of the house their bedroom windows were on. I was good.
I was a big stalker. I would walk by their house and see if they'd come out, but they never did.
No.
Well, you got to meet them. That's
So yeah, it was a huge obsession. It was an unhealthy obsession with Zach and Cody.
Oh, I love it.
I do too. That's beautiful.
I mean, we all obsessed with like somebody in our childhood, right?
Right.
I mean,
I think you gotta be.
yeah.
Everybody does.
And the weird thing is like those obsessions are the ones that stick like the longest. Like you'll get into your adult life and you'll have an obsession with somebody for a short little bit of time. But you always go back to the.
I don't know if I'll ever have an obsession with something like I did Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I don't think it's just, it was too much. I can never do that again.
Do you ever bring that obsession up in therapy, and are you just over it?
I'm over it. I've grown out of the obsession phase.
Okay.
I haven't needed to bring that up. I just love talking. They will always hold a special place in my heart. I just find it funny that I was that obsessed with those boys.
Well, we will make sure to tag them in this and hope that they see it.
Would you?
Yeah.
I was before I was writing Two Blondes. I was writing a Sweet Life of Zach and Cody tribute show, which never got made. But I should rethink that.
Yeah.
You should.
So
last Zach, unless you have one.
No, go ahead.
I just so today, if you're channel surfing and it comes on, do you stop and watch it? Do you seek it out and watch it?
All right. I got to be honest. I don't channel surf. I don't have cable. I just do like Netflix and Hulu. I don't have Disney Plus. So
what?
I don't have it. I don't have it.
I feel like this needs to be remedied.
I'll send you my password.
Yeah, right.
If you give me your login, I'd be happy.
I'll give you a login. I took it from my daughter, so I'll send you hers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pronouns are his.
Yeah.
It's her. But so I don't seek it out anymore. But if an episode popped up, I've seen them all. So.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Can you quote them all? Pretty much quote them all, because I can I love the show Scrubs, and I can pretty much, that one I can pretty much do straight through. So
yes, I can quote them all.
Yeah.
Because I would memorize them. I memorized all the episodes, and then I would do reenactments. So I was.
Wait, hold on, back up.
Your mom and dad gotta have some video.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Of course, there's video. We'd film it. Yeah.
Did you play all the parts, or did you get your friends to do it with you? I
played a lot of the parts, and then my best friend Haley would play all the other parts, and we would memorize the episodes and then film it. And this was before like the iPhone had camera, so like we were filming on like old school cameras.
So you got tapes of them.
Yeah, but for my friend, we just recently turned 30, and for her 30th birthday, I filmed all of our Sweet Life episodes and gave them to her.
Aww.
Like I filmed them on my camera, so we had them on digital.
That's awesome.
They're gold.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode?
I do.
And?
Well, it's the one where Cody dyes his hair red because he wants to differentiate himself from Zach.
Makes sense.
But he didn't mean to dye it red. He goes, "Oh, it was supposed to be a Honey Miss Auburn." And then Zach goes, "Well, honey, you missed Auburn big time. And that's why I'm saying it's the best writing on TV.
That is brilliant writing right there. That is.
Mhm.
So you now to transition a little bit. So you're a big fan of that show, which you say has the greatest writing on TV, and you also work on a show that some would say has the greatest writing on TV.
Well, they're wrong.
I think more would say that Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think so, but you know,
doesn't mean they're right. Doesn't mean they're right. So.
You're right. I mean, it's a close call, but yeah, I'm sorry we stuck with Zach and Cody for so long. It's a good time to transition.
I am not. That was fantastic.
Not at all, no.
Okay. But yeah, I worked on Curb Your Enthusiasm the last 2 seasons, which was like the most incredible experience ever.
I would imagine. Wow. That's awesome.
Did you write for them or were you production?
No, I was a PA.
Okay.
But my job was taking care of Larry David and the cast. So I was very involved with like, I was always on set. It was the coolest position to have by just like being a fly on the wall and seeing everything.
Now I saw on the internet, and tell me if this is true or not, that you will be on the show in the future.
Well, okay, so I'm glad you bring this up.
Oh, good. I didn't want to break any news on this.
No, here's the deal. I was in 2 episodes last season. Season 11. I got cut from both episodes.
Oh
no. So it is true. I was going to be on it, but they cut me out. I got a lovely email from the director saying like, so sorry, we had to cut it for time, which is very nice. And he said he would send me the clips of the actual footage, which I have not received yet. But there's proof that it happened. It just didn't get aired.
Proof out there.
Well, we can.
But see, right now that just knocked them below Sweet Life for writing, because had they kept you in,
right,
it would be the top writing show. But now it's second.
That's right. But maybe they owe me one now. I'm hoping they're like, oh well, we cut her out of 2 episodes, so maybe we put her in this next season.
I was gonna say there will be a season 12, correct? I mean,
they haven't announced it, but this season 11 went over so well that I can't imagine them not doing another season.
Was there a big gap at some point in between seasons on that show?
Yeah, they've been filming the show for 20 years, but there's only 11 seasons. Okay. So they take big gaps between.
Wow.
He works when he wants. He writes when he wants.
He has enough power that like if he wants to take a couple years off, he can.
Yeah, that's fine, Larry. You do what you want.
He's learned he can.
Yeah. Right.
So how did you get hooked up with that? That's kind of a big deal. It's not only a big show, but it's, as you point out, it's hugely critically acclaimed. I mean,
well, it's
people want to be
phenomenon,
on it.
Yeah. When I moved back from New York to LA, I was really dead set on wanting to work behind the scenes on a TV show to see, like, learn about it and see what that was like. I interviewed for like 8 months for all different shows, and it was I'm not good at interviews. Clearly, I didn't get hired in anything.
Oh, I thought you just went in and started talking about Dylan and Cody.
I'm sure that's what I did. I would get so nervous because, like, I'm used to auditioning where, like, you come in with a script, you're prepared. With, like, these interviews, I don't know what they're going to ask me. I would get so nervous. But anyways, I had the opportunity to interview for Curb Your Enthusiasm. I didn't get it. They ended up giving it to, like, someone's kid at HBO. But then the season got pushed and that person could no longer do it, and they asked me to re-interview, and then I got it.
Nice.
And then I did 2 seasons, but I had never PA'd before. I thought it was just getting people coffee. Boy, was I wrong.
So what's a typical day?
As a PA, and as like my role of PAing, taking care of the cast, I had to be the first one in. So you wake up at like 4 a.m. You're there until like 10 p.m. You don't have a life. Every day is like 16 to 18 hour days. And it's pretty much, it's like, I like to say the show wouldn't have happened without me. I really,
clearly,
I felt like I did everything. Like I checked in all the actors. I had to know where they were at all times. I'd bring them to set, and if they weren't on set on time, like we were behind schedule, so I had to know. Like I kind of had to follow Larry around and make sure I knew where he was. He told my bosses that I was stalking him, and I had to calm down about that. I didn't mean to be stalking him. I just was taking my job seriously. Um, and yeah, it's doing, if the producer needs me to print stuff, I like run and get stuff printed. I'm everywhere. You're everywhere. You're doing everything that is like busy work. And
you're the only one on the show? Like one
no,
PA
there were 5 of us, but every PA has a different position. So like
Okay.
my position was cast, then there's another PA that's for background. So like they would check in all the background. Then there's another PA that's like walkies, that makes sure everybody has their walkies on set. Like everyone has a different position.
But seems like you got the main one.
I got the best one.
You were
yeah.
kind of the most stressful, but the big one.
Well, and I ended up asking, like, why did they give me this one? Because I had never PA'd, and it was so obvious, and I had no idea what I was doing. And they were like, we kind of like giving these jobs to like greener PAs because they work a lot harder than PAs that have been in the business for a long time.
Sure.
It is so exhausting.
Kind of makes sense.
They were right. I worked so hard. So
you would obviously do it for another year?
I will not PA again. I did it for 2 seasons. So if season 12 comes back, I mean, I would love to be part of Curb in any shape or form, but the hours are so grueling as a PA that I would want something with better hours.
Yeah. I was going to say, how do you have time to progress your stand-up when you're working that much?
So,
and that's the thing. I would be working till like 10 and then run to a stand-up show. I wasn't sleeping. God. And then with Christina and traveling, I had to like miss a few days, which they didn't like. It was just really hard to schedule stand-up with PAing. So I would need something that's easier to do both.
Right. So it's give her a roll, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Come on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
She earned it.
Yeah.
Was there anybody in those 2 years that you met that you were starstruck from, or?
Oh my gosh.
Or every day?
So it has every A-list actor. And again, this is why I don't know why they put me in charge of the actors, because I get starstruck and I'm very awkward and nervous talking to celebrities. So it was Vince Vaughn all the time. He was there. Starstruck by him. He gave me comedy advice, which I thought was very nice.
Oh, nice. Which was? Can you share?
Yeah, we would have to drive to sets together. So there would be like stretches of time. It was just us in the car. And he was like, all right, so what do you want to do? You want to do comedy? Okay, so write your goal down. And then what do you have to get there? What blocks are blocking you? Okay, and then write those down and make sure those hurdles are removed. And just, it was kind of that talk.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember it word for word, but I did write it down at the time. But it was removing obstacles and just like writing it all down and make sure like you do what you have to do to get there.
Does he talk as fast as he does in the movies and all over the place? Or
he's very much like his character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's very nice though.
Yeah.
There was Lucy Liu this season, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, Josh Gad, who I loved. Kaylee Cuoco from Big Bang Theory. Jon Hamm.
Oh,
nice.
I would. Yeah, my knees would melt with seeing him in person.
Very nice, very messy. He was very messy in his green room, but very nice. That's just a little behind the scenes.
We got you, Jon Hamm.
There was, there's so many I can't even name them all. It was every day. And then I would get phone calls from numbers I didn't know and I would answer and they would just be like, hi, is this Chase? This is Seth Rogen. I'm just, and I'd be like, what? I'm on the phone? It was so wild just having to be in charge of this cast. So Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can, I mean, in a tiny little way, I can feel it because I like send all the emails to book the guests for this thing. And anytime somebody actually responds, I'm like, oh my God, they responded. Wow, that's cool. So
It really is cool when like it's like someone I really liked and they would be nice. It made such a difference.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Somewhere, you know.
I'm way behind on the series, so I definitely want to get caught up. Yeah.
I didn't watch season 10 and I just started season 11, and it was hard for me to like sit down and watch it after working on it. So I'm finally watching it.
Nice.
You'll get there. Yeah, maybe it'll take a bit, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Fun.
So, and then you have a podcast titled Chase Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
Kind of a play on it.
Huh.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that title?
Can you believe? Which actually what I've been doing, I kind of switched gears. At first I was like actually chasing my enthusiasm and giving myself challenges. But now I've been reviewing this season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yep.
So that's why I'm rewatching I'm watching season 11 and talking about my experience on it.
Yeah, that's
so
how
I discovered it late.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I had started watching some of it where you were doing the Curb episodes, and then I went back and just recently started watching the ones where you were challenging yourself.
Right.
I really enjoyed the first season when you were doing all the challenges and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. It was so exhausting. So
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is there any of them that you're still living up to? Are you still?
I'm working out every day.
Okay. All right.
Still.
That was one of my challenges. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I've had a really tough time with social media. That one I want to get back to, like not being on from 10 at night to 10 in the morning. I think.
Well, that one week you did 5 or something.
I did all the challenges in 1 week.
and I didn't get through them all, but I'm like, wow, you're taking on a lot. So
yeah, and so then after that I was like, I need this is going to be hard to maintain. This is so hard.
It is yeah, especially the social media one. It's hard. I mean, and I can't imagine in your business and I mean, social media is just a way of connecting and I mean, it's got to be part of your job.
That's the thing. I feel like with comedy, it's really helpful to have a following.
Yeah.
Or it's important, and so like you want to stay relevant and keep posting, but like it's so it's not that the posting is hard, it's the like looking at what everyone else is doing, and I think it's like it's not good for mental health.
I agree 100%.
I do too. Yeah.
Because I'm the one of us too that on this thing, every week I look at the numbers to see how many views each episode gets. And when it's not where I want it to be, I get all stressed out. And so I definitely get that. You definitely find yourself comparing, then you'll see other podcasts on Instagram. You're like, how did they get to 2,000 followers? Like, what? So I
know I go through the same thing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So what do you do to not let it get to you?
I don't know, but I think it gets to me. But fair enough. I try to write down things I'm grateful for and things that went well during my week, and focus on like positives in my life instead of like, oh, I'm not doing as good as this person.
Yeah.
Just like focus on what is going well.
Yeah, I find what I do. All I look at is our stuff. All I look at is the podcast stuff. I don't branch out and look at anybody else's stuff anymore. I just, okay, what did we do? How was our stuff doing? That way I'm not comparing. So
yeah, like I think Taylor Swift has it right. She doesn't follow anybody.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the way to do it. Other people just don't pop up because you don't follow anyone.
Well,
there you go.
You're part of a very, and I feel like the females in stand-up comedy right now there's just a lot of very
big push for
strong female comedians right now. So you're part of a really good group. It's got to be. I mean, you know, when there's people like Annie Letterman and Esther and all these people out there, you want to go and see what they're doing and how you're compared. So, I mean, it makes sense, but
yeah,
It's a good
Well,
time.
and you don't even mean to; they just pop up. But I don't compare myself to any Letterman, and he's so amazing. It's yeah. But there's certain people.
No, but you got your own
that
style.
You're
just
so
like, oh.
you're so amazing as well. So just
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
It's a good time for
Thank you.
the
Thank
push
you.
for female comedy. Yes,
it
that's for
is,
sure.
It is. There's a lot of good female stand-ups right now. It's a good time.
Do you have a process?
That's what Christina was.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that's what Christina was just saying for her taping, because I got to open for her, and she was saying like in the past, clubs wouldn't want an opener be female and the headliner be female. They're like changing their tune, and it's
Yeah.
very cool that.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that part. Yeah, the two female. Yeah, I didn't even think of that part.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, you were saying what's my process?
I was gonna say, but with obviously you're opening for Christine, so you're moving on, and
Christina,
what did I say?
Christine.
I mispronounce things all the time, so don't worry about it. We're good. We're fine. I'm fine. Of using all your experiences to curb your enthusiasm to write jokes, or what is your process for writing jokes?
That's another challenge from first season of Chase Your Enthusiasm that I'm trying to get better at, because I would love to have a daily ritual of writing, but what I have to do is I set up times where I like meet with friends, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna write and share jokes with each other. Like, I need deadlines and I need someone holding me accountable. So I usually and like I'm writing a screenplay right now, but I'm in a screenwriting class because I need the accountability of each week showing up and having pages. So that's what I do. I just set up Zoom calls, or like it's pretty much Zoom calls. I have two different groups of friends that I meet with, and like say, okay, on Friday we're meeting and we'll share jokes.
Is the podcast world? Do you kind of use the podcasts as kind of a base for writing jokes? I mean, when you're on these podcasts,
no, but I know that like a lot of comedians do that. That they're like, oh, I was just talking about that. That was funny. Yeah. Usually when I'm writing, I have to go on a walk, and I have to talk to myself on a walk. Sure. If I'm on a hike or out in nature or driving is when I talk to myself, and then that's how I write.
So people go, who's this crazy woman next to us? She's talking.
Well, it's been really nice with masks, because at least in LA, everyone wears a mask. So I get to talk to myself with a mask on, and it's fabulous.
No, well,
driving?
You can still tell your facial expression when you're.
Yeah, driving, no mask. So
I do want to say I was watching some of your stand-up, and one of the funniest things was your with your ventriloquism. I'm like, this is brilliant. How do you know?
That was my one-person show in college.
And how long ago was that? That wasn't during the pandemic, was it?
No.
But
I reposted it during the pandemic.
I'm like, this is perfect. This is brilliant.
Yeah. Easy ventriloquism.
You're the best. You're the best one out there. I didn't see anything. I saw nothing.
I know. It's pretty impressive.
Crack me up.
You play guitar on stage?
Yes.
So what talents don't you have?
I none. I have all the talents. But I don't play guitar very well. I just know some chords, and I just have a lot of confidence with those chords, but I shouldn't. Any guitarist would know I'm not a real guitar player.
You have a lot of confidence on stage, which is very, very good to watch. It's fun to watch.
Thank you.
With your singing and dancing and everything you do.
It's it's easier. I have more confidence when I'm playing. For some reason, it's like there's this like extra shield.
Yep.
And it's I write songs really fast. I can write a joke on the guitar much faster than if I'm writing a joke just talking.
Oh, interesting.
So it's kind of easier for me to do guitar songs.
Nice.
It's a cop-out for me. I don't know what it is, why it's easier for me, but I have more fun writing on guitar.
Hey, whatever works.
You mean like writing a funny song, or do you write it singing but then change it to talking?
Funny song is a lot easier for me to write a funny song than a joke.
Okay.
I don't know why. I really don't know why, but yeah.
It works.
And all my songs are the same chords because I only know a few chords.
G, C, and
I'm
D?
like Phoebe from Fast.
I can do G, C, and D.
D. A is pretty easy.
Because that's just the three
but forget
fingers?
about B. Yeah, A is the 3 fingers, but I cannot write a song with B in there.
Ah, yeah. Or F. F is the one where I got to put my whole finger over.
Oh, F is pretty hard. I try to stay away from F.
Yeah. Fuck that.
F.
Fuck F.
Yeah, I stay away from that one.
So obviously you have The Bachelor coming up tonight. What other reality TV show things are you on right now? I know you're a big reality TV show.
I'm so glad you asked.
I feel reality TV just replaced Disney TV, but that's okay.
It did. Now I'm on to reality. Now, this is more of a docu-series, but I love Cheer on Netflix.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's like Bring It On. It's called Cheer. It's a documentary about like the greatest cheerleading team in the country. They are so talented. It's unreal. You don't expect cheerleaders to be these like Olympic athletes, right?
Were you a cheerleader?
No, I was not. But I relate to the competition aspect of cheer where they have competitions, and I did a lot of dance competitions.
Sure.
But I respect these athletes so much, and it's so good. There's so much drama, especially season 2. You've got to watch.
Okay. All right.
I'm in.
I can watch
You're
that.
going to be really impressed with these cheerleaders, and it's going to.
I'm going back to season 1. I'm starting from the start.
You got to start with season 1 because season 2 is it like piggybacks off season 1.
Did season 2 just come out? Because I've noticed it's in the top 10 on my Netflix all of a sudden. So
there is. It just came out, and the scandal is unreal.
I mean, it's in front of Ozark season 4 in the top 10 list, and I'm like, how is this possible?
That can't be
possible. So it must be good.
Can I give you a spoiler?
Yes. Spoiler alert.
The fan favorite of season 1.
Yeah.
Went to jail for being a pedophile.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well,
and they talk about it. They talk about it season 2.
Oh,
and right. The drama is out of control.
All right.
Can you believe this? Did you think it was going to go there?
No, that's, you never expect pedophile. That's.
Yeah. You don't expect that. You really don't.
Unless I'm watching the Jeffrey Epstein documentary, I'm not expecting pedophile.
And he was the fan favorite. He had interviews with Joe Biden. He was a entertainment, like red carpet spokesperson. He became so famous, and then this came out.
Good. I'm glad they got him.
Well, yeah, right. Glad they got him, but yeah.
Damn. All right, I'm into it. Cheers. I gotta watch.
Cheer.
Just cheer.
Cheers came out in the 80s, I believe.
Yeah.
This is a different one. Yeah. Different.
Know it well.
Some of the best writing ever on TV, actually.
Cheers. It's good. So I do
second to Sweet Life.
Third. Right. It's third.
Okay.
Cheers is third.
Yeah.
Come on, get it right. Get it straight. Third.
Okay. Third it is.
So I just want to go back to your Dr. Drew interview. Which was wonderful. And I hope you are on again.
By the way, I never watched. I didn't watch the interview. I'm still nervous to see it. So remind me, how did it go?
Well, the reason I wanted to ask is when they were just discussing the wiping of the brown.
Mm-hmm.
And there were the stand-ups and sit-downs, and you're like, sit down. But by the end, you had said, he's making a good case for the stand-up. Have you changed your ways? You don't remember?
No, I have not changed my ways. No.
Well, you had said he's making a good point.
But for a guy.
Oh.
And it's Dr. Drew.
Was I not clear?
No.
He wasn't making a good point for me personally. I think I might have understood his reasoning though.
Gotcha. That's where I was. It seemed I took it as he's making a good case that I might need to try this.
I to this day have not tried.
Okay.
And to this day, I had forgotten about that conversation.
I think you blocked
I might
out.
have blocked it out, but I remember that. And no, I must have been like, I understand his point of view, but I've never wanted to do that.
For you.
For you.
Guys.
Good for you.
Good for you.
You can stand
Gotcha.
in life. Yeah.
All right.
Sweet
Well, that's it out. There was you should watch it. It was fun. It was a great hope. And I hope you come on again with him.
Oh, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I did, I had a dog bite situation where a dog attacked me.
Ooh.
And can you believe? And Christina just called up Dr. Drew, and Dr. Drew and I chatted, and he asked me my symptoms, and he put in an antibiotic order for me, and he really helped me out with my dog bite.
That's fantastic.
I would think you are now able to call him direct for anything, any medical advice from here on out.
I think so. I think now if I have a question, I can call him.
You got him on speed dial? Just boop.
I would think, yeah.
I actually don't have his number. I have his email. It was Christina who called him. So
Well, you can
I
probably
can email him if I need.
I think you could persuade Christina to get the number, but that's all right.
We will see you on Josh Potter's show some more though, right? Because you guys are great together.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't asked me back, but I know he will.
Yes.
I have confidence I'll be back.
Yeah, you two are. Yeah, that was
fun.
Yeah,
that was fun too.
Yeah,
I told him if he ever needed a co-anchor anytime I'm there. So.
Yeah, you guys have a good chemistry. It works well. It's a good show.
Thank you.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, man.
Yeah.
It's cool that he got his own thing, that he got his own podcast.
I know. Yeah. Well, he deserves it. So.
Yeah, it's doing well. So good for him. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you guys had him on your show?
I have not reached out and asked him. I will, but
and you can put in a good word.
Yeah, I'll put in a good word. You even had Annie on.
We did.
That was a great episode. That was a lot of fun.
I watched.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
We'll put in a good word for Josh.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love to get Josh on. That would
He's
be
so
great.
funny.
He's hilarious.
You guys are now part of the YMH world. And Raylan Nelson, I see you're wearing her shirt. I did her podcast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, how did I miss that?
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
We had her on.
That episode.
She was on ours.
She did Ryan Sickler's too, or Ryan did his, something like that. Yeah.
She did both of them. Yeah, she did his, he did hers. Yeah,
that was perfect.
Have you been on a honeydew?
No.
Okay.
But I've met him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the best podcasts.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh, I love that pod. Do you have a lot of trauma? We don't want to steal the thunder. You got a lot of trauma to share with him though?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
I mean, obviously the eyeball thing is the swelled up eye is going to play a big role if you talk to.
Oh, sure. I mean, a lot of my trauma, I think this is why I wanted to go into comedy, like with stand-up. It's so much trauma from high school, like just being not popular and being such a loser. There's such stories that come from embarrassing stories from high school.
I feel we haven't really touched the surface with your high school days. So,
well, I mean, I went to the taping of Sweet Life at 15, so I think you get it.
And you
right, but there's so much more there.
And you had the nickname Puke Face for a while, if I recall.
Yeah, well, that was kind of when I started becoming cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
As my senior year, but like 9th, 10th grade, really rough. Yeah.
I believe here's a suggestion for you. I think you need to make a t-shirt with tuna melt on it.
Do you?
I do. Like that and brand that shit for you.
Right?
Tuna melt. I really do.
Tuna melt on the front, puke face on the back.
A lot of comments on my Instagram ever since the podcast came out with Where My Mom's At, and everyone's like, tuna melt, puke face, tuna melt. And I did a show last week, 2 weekends ago, where I came out on stage and they were yelling, puke face. I was like, oh no, what did I do? I should never have said this.
Yep, it's out there. It's out there forever.
That was traumatizing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
see,
after that party, I came to school on Monday and I walked into the first class and the entire class applauded for me as I walked in.
so you were cool. I mean,
Oh, you
that's
were
like,
cool.
Well, I guess so.
yeah.
But they were applauding more of like she just threw up everywhere.
She lived.
She survived, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw her guts, but she survived.
10 shots in 2 minutes will do that to you every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
we don't want to keep you any longer. So thank you. very
Speaking of
much.
a lot of shots in a short time, not to give anything away, but you should look for our 50th episode.
Oh, yeah, that'll be.
Oh.
Yeah, we record.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we record number 50 on Friday night, and we've got some shots lined. A lot of shots.
Oh my gosh, I will be watching. That
50,
is amazing.
50 shots in 50 minutes. There you go.
Well?
Boom.
Well, beer.
We're gonna try it.
Oh, okay, of beer.
Beer shots with other shots mixed in.
Every fifth shot, Goldschlager, because it's 50 for the golden anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll just participate while I'm watching. Is that fun?
There you go.
Look
There
how
you
much of a good time I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
that's fun. Wow.
So
that's what we got planned for our future.
So let's hope we survive.
You will. You guys are macho. You'll
Yeah,
Well, we're trying to get cool again because we.
Yeah.
I want to get called puke face after it.
Damn it! You stole our nickname. Both of our nicknames. We had those lined up, and you stole both of them.
Darn it. I'm sorry.
First of the party.
That's all right. But yes, you should. I think you could create something. Tuna melt.
Puke
Trademark that for you.
I'll buy a tuna melt shirt.
I would
you
buy a
get it
tuna
on your
melt
website.
shirt.
I'll buy a tuna melt shirt.
Really? Then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And did I put a tuna melt?
Yeah.
Tuna melt on
I
it?
think you.
Yeah. You got it.
What if the shirt says "I love tuna melts"?
There you go.
Or is it better just to say tuna melt?
I think it's just tuna melt.
Okay,
Because that's kind of your nickname, tuna melt. A tuna melt there, and you could get you could think of.
There's so many
you could come up
directions.
with one. You could think of come up with some designs or see some, and I think you
Okay.
come up with a good one. But I
I thank you for the advice. I'm gonna do this.
I think it'd be great.
I'll do it.
I would definitely buy one.
Awesome.
Okay. As long as I sell one.
Well,
2.
you'll get 2. I might,
Okay.
I might even buy them for my daughters.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There
done.
you go.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Well, no, if they like a tuna melt.
That's a good tuna melt.
Everybody
does
likes
it?
loves
Anyway.
a good tuna melt.
All right.
So, puke face, give us all your
Promote
whatever you got. Give us your Instagram, your
Okay.
website, your Twitter. What's coming up?
My Instagram is Chase_O'Donnell. So is Twitter. And my website is chaseodonnell.com. And I think, but I really don't post to Twitter, more my Bachelor. I like to share what I think about The Bachelor on Twitter. But
Oh, and I'm following you there now.
okay, great. Well, I'll post some tonight because I'm watching. But
Are you? Will you be live tweeting?
I will for you.
Okay, I'm gonna be watching.
Heck yeah.
But I usually post on Instagram what's going on, and that's it. I'm taking like a couple weeks off, and then I'll be in Denver in the middle of February, and then Miami for shows.
Awesome.
Oh.
You have some shows in Austin too, don't you, with Christina?
So those I have it wrong on my website, but I have to switch it. I have
Okay.
shows in Austin though in March, not February.
Oh, okay. I knew there was something coming up in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to change. I need to put the proper dates, so I'll do that now.
I feel like we've
After
given
The
you so
Bachelor.
much homework.
I know. Well, I didn't realize that people actually looked at my website dates, so thank you. And
Oh yeah.
I'll update that.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I looked to see. Oh, is she gonna be anywhere close that we
Right.
could go see? I mean, even
Chicago.
Chicago,
You know,
Indiana.
I was in Indiana,
See?
but it's too late. It's already happened. All right. I'm gonna update this website of mine. So by time this comes out, it'll be updated.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Chase. We can't
Thank you.
say thank you enough. We appreciate you giving our little podcast a chance.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I really, really appreciate you having me.
Good.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it to come out, and I'll share. And
yeah, I'll shoot you a message and let you know when it's coming out. I think a week from Monday is when it'll come out.
Perfect.
Because you'll be 51. We got to do the 50th.
Yeah, I can't wait. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate your time so much. Thank you so much.
Enjoy The Bachelor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.